Today, I'm going to give you one thing that you can work on that I can assure you will completely set you apart from every other originator out there. It's one of the easiest things you can do, and it's a great way to generate a lot more business. We're going to talk about that right now here on the Mortgage Loan Officer Podcast. Hello, welcome to the Mortgage Loan Officer Podcast. I'm your host, Frank Garay. We are powered by the Mortgage Marketing Animals. I'll get right to the point. There was a survey done by the Mortgage Marketing Animals of, I think it was about 10,000 real estate agents. It was a while back. And through the survey, they determined what the three most important things were to real estate agents that a loan officer can provide. The number one thing was, of course, close my deals on time. Okay. The number two thing was keep me informed, update me regularly when we have a deal going on. And number three was follow up on my leads. Right now, number one, close my deals on time. I don't think anybody listening to this podcast has any problem doing that. If you've got a problem closing deals on time, then that's a big problem. Make sure you get that resolved quickly, because that is by far the number one concern that a real estate agent has, is getting the deal closed on time, obviously. And that goes for you and them. I don't think there's any problem with anybody listening to this call or listening to this podcast in getting that done. I would hope not. So number one, I think we're all good at that. I also think that with regard to that a lot of us think that that's just good enough, right? I'm going to get these deals in. I'm going to close them on time, maybe even early, and that's good enough. Well, it's not. We have the number two item that realtors are concerned about, or that they really, really need, or that they look for in an originator, which is keep me updated. Let me know what's going on in the file. We as an industry really fail pretty miserably in this category. I think at Mortgage Marketing Animals, this is one of the main things that we do coach on. We have a day devoted to this. Tuesdays, there are just ask days where we literally make sure we're calling and updating everybody on Tuesday, including the real estate agents, of course, the borrower, co-borrower. We go so far as even the escrow or closing agent and the insurance agent as well. If you can master that one, you're going to be leaps and bounds ahead of any other originator when it comes to servicing your agents by far. And it's an important one. But I think that with regard to this particular item, the industry might do okay, because there's a lot of automated systems. It's not as good as a phone call, because you can ask for the business on a phone call and get lots of business by doing that. But at least there's some sort of method, or system that might be keeping your agents updated on what's going on. But I tell you, if you're not making those phone calls, letting them know what's going on and asking for the business, you're completely squandering massive opportunity. So consider that. But the third one, and the one that I want to talk about today, is the one that's probably the most neglected. And it could be one of the ones that really can turn things around for you in a big way. And that's following up on my leads. And so here's what they're trying to say. And keep in mind, I have firsthand experience with this, because not only do I manage a very successful mortgage branch, but I'm also very involved with a real estate company. This would be my mother's brokerage. She's been doing it for 43 years. My wife works there. We've got a handful of agents, not a very big shop, but I'm fairly involved in the day-to-day stuff, especially with the things that my wife is doing. And so what I'm about to tell you is coming from firsthand experience, and it supports what was discovered in the survey. And that is that I'm telling you guys, most originators, when they get a lead from a real estate agent, do not handle it properly. The third biggest need that real estate agents have is, follow up on my leads. And what they're saying there, guys, is let me know what's going on. What's happening with it? What happened? So many times in my mom's office and with other agents that I've spoken to, they confirm that one of the biggest problems that they have with originators is they hand them a lead. They may get one call back from the originator saying, hey, I called them and left them a message. When I hear back, I'll let you know. And then after that, it's dark. They never hear back again, ever. And they have no idea what's going on with that lead. They don't know. They don't know what's happening. Did you get through to the guy? Did he tell you no? Does he not qualify? What's the deal? Well, listen, I'm going to set something up here for you that if you do this, it's going to make a huge difference. Probably not only to your conversions, right? But even more so to extracting more referrals from your your referral partners. And beyond that, really kind of building a stone wall around these referral partners, because they won't want to go to anybody else. And it's very simple. And this is going to be a very short and sweet podcast. But if you take this and run with this, this is going to work beautifully. Now, if you're a solo loan officer and you're doing everything on your own, you got to find a way to squeeze this in and make it work. Hopefully you can get an assistant to help with some of this stuff. And if you do have assistants or you've got a team, this has to get integrated into the team. And it's as simple as this. When a referral comes over from a real estate partner, listen, we have to have a set number of times that we're going to follow up with that referral, right? Because we all know how this goes. Sometimes when you get a referral from a real estate partner, it's a hot one. They might be closely related to that referral, a friend or a family member, or a strong referral from a past client, right? So sometimes they're very responsive, these referrals or these leads. You call them, they answer, they engage, and we're moving forward. But a lot of times it's somebody that is thinking about it or is curious about getting pre-approved. Maybe they're, not 100% motivated. Maybe they're 70% motivated, or we don't even know where this lead came from the real estate agent. Who knows? This could be a bot lead. Oftentimes we don't know, right? But it's someone that the agent spoke to who said that, yes, I'm interested in figuring out what I can do loan-wise. And so they are now handing that off to us as the originator. Okay. Well, when we get that referral in, we have to figure out real quickly, or have in place a plan on how many times we're going to follow up and try and engage with this referral or this lead. How many times is it in your shop? How many times is it in your practice? What do you do? Is it 5 times, 3 times, 2 times, 6 times? What is it? Well, I'm going to suggest, and I don't know what you do, or what might be considered the norm here, but in mortgage marketing animals, we have the number 12 seems to be a good number for everything, right? As far as getting real estate agent appointments, we try 12 times to try and secure that first contact, that first Zoom call or coffee call. And then after that, we follow up 12 times to try and get the first deal. So I would just suggest, let's say 12 times, right? And I'd suggest that when we first get the lead, let's try 2 times that first day. If they don't engage back with us, let's try, a couple times. So if we get it in the afternoon, we'll try right away, right? Try right away. And then if we didn't get them, maybe we try again in the evening, right? But then after that, I would try, at least once a day for the next 12 days. I would try once a day for the next 12 days to try and convert that lead. Now, remember, Scott Hedspeth teaches us all the time that 92% of salespeople stop after the 4th try. So, and we don't know what's going on with that lead. We don't, maybe we did try for 4 days and they didn't respond. Well, maybe something happened. Maybe something's going on that we're not aware of, right? So, we got to put in that effort into that lead. And I would just suggest 12 times. Now, this will certainly increase our conversion on these leads. It'll increase it. It has to. It just will, because at some point they're probably going to answer your call and say, yeah, let's get started. Or, hey, I don't even know what this is about and stop calling me. Who knows what's going to happen, but at some point they'll engage with you. Okay. So it'll certainly help in the conversion of those leads. So let's call it 12. I'm just going to say that you guys may have a better system. It may be more contacts, but I'm talking actual phone calls, outbound phone calls to try and get a conversation going. So I don't know. I'm just saying, let's call it 12, and let's, try at least 2 times the first day, and then try every day from then on for another 12 days. But here's the part that's going to really, really help you and is going to mean so much to your referral partners. So much to them. And that is every time you reach out to that lead, right? Whether you get through to the lead or not, right? Let's say you don't. Let's say you make, 5 attempts, and on every attempt, you texted, you voicemailed, but you still haven't gotten a call back. But every time you make an attempt to connect with that lead, you call the referral partner and let them know. Steve Kiles teaches us, anytime we touch the lead, we should touch the partner. It does a lot for us. And what it does for us is it shows our real estate partners that we're serious about our business. It also shows them we take their leads very seriously, right? Some of these realtors put a lot of effort into getting those leads, and they don't want to hand them off to an originator that's just going to, treat them like, I tried 2 times and I moved on, right? Mike Cardassia on Loan Officer Breakfast Club tells us all the time his father was a huge producing agent and would spend tens of thousands of dollars to generate leads. And when he handed them off, he wanted to make sure they were getting handed off to somebody who cared, right? Who valued them as much as he did. So it's going to show your realtor partners, if you engage with them every time you reach out to the lead, that you truly care and you're engaged with their business, that you genuinely find these leads just as valuable as they do. So, but the other thing that it'll do for you guys, and I just want you to consider this, is whenever we say touch the lead, touch the partner, the real reason that we're touching the partner again, guys, or calling the partner to let them know what's going on, certainly it's to let them know what's happening, right? Hey, I called the lead and I got his voicemail again, shot him a text, just wanted to let you know. But the real purpose is to, I like to say, we just change the way we say goodbye. We just, the way we need to program ourselves to say goodbye is to always ask for another deal, always ask for the referral. So with that referral partner, let's say we got the lead's voicemail and it's try number 6, right? We call the referral partner. Hey, it's, I tried them again. It's my 6th time, but I'm going to keep going. I do this at least 12 times just to see what we get. But I just want you to know, I tried, got the voicemail again, sent another text, haven't heard back. If I hear something back, I'll let you know. Okay. And that agent's going to go, killer, man. Thanks. Really appreciate that. Then you, of course, this is the epic moment. And this is the thing that could totally, increase your production, right? Is you just say, cool, no problem. Hey, well, I got you on the phone. Anybody else I can get pre-approved for you today? Is there anyone else you're working with that I should talk to? Right. So if you think about it, one lead, and let's call it a dud, the one dud lead, one bad lead, right? That you're going to try and engage with over the span of 12 times, over the span of 12 days, gives you the opportunity to wow this referral partner, very much so. Okay. They will be extremely impressed with your follow-up. And not only that, it gives you the opportunity to ask if there's anything else you can help them with 12 times. And this is on every lead. Now, hopefully, most of your leads don't go the full distance of 12 tries without getting a response. And I'm sure that some of them will go 2 or 3 or 4, whatever the case may be. But in those 2 or 3 or 4 attempts, you're getting back to the agent. You're following up on their leads. They understand what's going on. You're impressing them. You're letting them know you're someone who could be trusted with something that they find very valuable. Okay. And you can ask for the business. You're going to build a wall around that agent. That agent's going to be like, I'm going to use that guy or girl all the time because I always know what's going on. Now you combine that with the number 2 item, which is update me on the deals. So when you actually get a deal going with the agent, now, if you're following our daily success plan, right, you're updating that agent every Tuesday and you're continually asking for more business in those updates, but now you're really wowing them. And then of course, you're going to close that deal on time. Why would a referral partner send their deal anywhere else? I wouldn't, right? I wouldn't. So I just wanted to bring that up. I think that we all close our deals on time. Some of us probably have some sort of update system, but I'm telling you, if you don't do it the way that you should do it, which is with actual phone calls and asking for the business, you're losing business. You're losing business. But I think a lot of us have some sort of a status update thing going on. I just think it could be a lot better if you're not doing the daily success plan and following the marketing animals plan. You're literally losing business by not doing it. But I know a lot of originators really, really fail on number 3. They get a lead, they give it 1 or 2 tries, they don't really update the agent. Then the agent's like, whatever happened? That is just, guys, that's just grossly irresponsible on our part, because not only could we convert better if we put in a little more effort into following up on these leads and get the deal in, but we can really, really establish extremely strong relationships with these agents and continually ask them for the business to get more. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. I hope that makes sense. I hope that's something that you can implement into your business if you're just a solo originator. Maybe you don't really have a lot of assistance. Maybe you're a mortgage broker out there just doing it all on your own. Not a lot of support, not a lot of backing, but you've got a CRM that you can program things into. You got to do this. Or, if you've got a team, make sure that the team is involved in this. Make sure that somebody is following up on these leads and touching the partner and letting them know what's going on and asking for the business. I think this is a great thing to focus on. I think it's sorely needed in the industry, and I think it could really set you apart from your competitor. So that's that. Thanks for joining me here on the Mortgage Loan Officer Podcast. I do want to remind you guys too, man, if you get any value out of this, if you would subscribe, that would be terrific. Of course, this is my asking for the business. And if you could leave us a good review, that would be great too. That'd be fantastic. But I also want to invite you into Loan Officer Breakfast Club. Loan Officer Breakfast Club is absolutely free coaching Zoom call to every originator out there in the country. It's from 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern time. You can just go to loanofficerbreakfastclub.com and sign up there. Absolutely free. Or you can find us on our Facebook group. Just search Loan Officer Breakfast Club. And we always drop in the link saying, hey, we're going live. So you'll be able to jump on the live call there. We have hundreds of loan officers every day, Monday through Thursday, on the call. And it is extremely inspirational and motivational, because you're going to have a bunch of originators saying, I'm doing the plan and it's working. You're going to hear it from originators, not just from some talking heads like myself, and Scott and Carl and Steve and Mike. But you're going to hear this from the originators that are in the group or on the call saying, I'm doing it and it's working. And this is what happened. And I made this call and I did not die by making it. And they weren't mean to me. And I picked up a referral and I picked up a deal. It's very, very motivational. So I'd really encourage you to come to Loan Officer Breakfast Club. Again, loanofficerbreakfastclub.com, or search us on Facebook. With that, I'm going to get on out of here. We'll catch you here next week on the Mortgage Loan Officer Podcast. See ya. Bye-bye.